But before we begin, if you like this figure in this video, head over to Show.Z Store where I got it from, and use code DEEMER in the Support Your Favorite Reviewer box. It sure would help me out, and I very much appreciate it. Thank you. Hello everybody, and welcome back to Deemer's Dominion. Today we are taking a look at Magic Square MS-B46SG, Light of Victory. Basically a Legend Scale Shattered Glass Optimus Prime, and fun artwork on the box as always from Magic Square. Come to expect some interesting stuff from them. Nothing really on the bottom except the warnings, the sides, and we have an outline of his alt mode here on the back. And that is pretty much it. So let's go ahead, start unboxing, and take a look at this offering from Magic Square, shall we? Okay, and inside the box, we have got the ID card, the instructions, some weapons and accessories. Oh, look how cute this little matrix is right here. And of course, the guy, the man of the hour. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's get him out. Here he is, straight out of the box, looking svelte, looking cute. Pretty nice look here. It's got a nice feel to him. Not the traditional kind of plastic from other companies, a little bit softer, which I have grown to like in all fairness. And his blaster has a little flecking at the tip here, as you can see, maybe catch it on camera there. There you go. There is our Prime. Okay, and just some of his accessories we got out here. We do have his Matrix of Leadership here, done in the Shattered Glass colors. It says all plastic. There's no metal to it here, but it looks good enough. I dig it. And we have a battle damaged head here. And there he is, the battle damaged head sculpt. Great. Red eyes painted, really comes through nicely. That gold paint up on the top crest. And the silver paint for the mask. And that's about it. So there you go. And here we have his Energon axe in a nice transparent yellow, amberish yellow. It's nice, feels nice and solid enough to not worry. The edges are sharp on there. And then we have a second set of smokestacks that are in pieces here. And I think you just tuck them in like that so that they can be bigger than what is currently on him there. So you have that distinguished look. Pretty neat inclusion. And then we of course have his ID card in case you need to spend some money on Icon. Look at those stats, pretty awesome. All right, and before we get into his articulation and everything, let us just go into the details of this guy. Just look at that head sculpt. That top part is painted along with his face, beautiful red eyes and silver metallic paint. This purple is molded plastic color. There is paint here. That gold right there is nice. Beautiful metallic paint here. This beautiful blue, really, really nice. These, I don't know if these are painted. Yeah, it looks like it's a little bit paint. And we got the crotch painted here. And we've got the silver right here on the vents. That's nice. Do have nice molded sculpt work as well. Very, very clean aesthetic overall. I really dig it. Nice backpack here. Not thick, not too thin. We got some nice molded plastic here as well. So you got some nice molded plastic everywhere. And there's some paint right here in the back as well. And that's going to be for his grill, I bet. And I really love these windows. These windows are great. Got that nice blue metallic right there as well too for the lights. So nice clear transparent windows. And that is where the matrix will sit as well. So that's pretty neat. And just tuck his matrix in like that. Very, very nice. And I like the paint detail on the inside here of the chest too. That gold is nice, that silver is nice. So nice attention to detail overall. I like the paint on the windshield wipers here. So really, really nice little figure here, honestly. He feels nice and solid. He feels really nice and solid. And I totally dig how easy and nice it is to handle him, honestly. Very nice. Very nicely done there. And with his head being a ball joint, just pop this off. It's nice and tight. Okay, so that popped off. It is in there pretty tight, so just be wary of that. And then that will just, easier said than done. Okay, and there he is with his battle damaged head. And again, it is very taut to replace the heads, that ball joint, which I prefer, you know. So these entry points here are pretty tight around the ball joint. I dig it. I kind of like that damaged look, although I love the clean classic look here. I do love that. I think I'm gonna keep the battle damage look with the Shattered Glass, although there's no battle damage anywhere else. So kind of wish maybe they gave us a spare part or something to give us that battle damage effect. Would have been cool, would have been nice. But nonetheless, options are great. Let's go ahead and take a look at his Bendies and Twisties. As we already know, this is on a ball joint, his head, and we have full range of motion. Can look up all the way. Can look down pretty decently. And then of course we can side to side a little bit here. Yep, nice tilt. And 360 all around. No worries there. His ears or anything don't move. Those are molded on like that. They are a little bit rubbery. That said, shoulders, we do have a nice butterfly effect. And with the short pipes, they can go up that high. And we have a 360. And we do have a twist at the upper bicep. A pretty good bend at the elbow, almost complete there, more than 90. So you can get excellent pose ability from the articulation of his hands, shoulders, elbows, etc. So this is neat because you do have flexibility to go all the way back there and give you interesting range of motion with that extra hinge right here on the inside of the shoulder with the butterfly. So that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that a lot, actually. Nice range of motion. We do have a 360 at the waist. And ab crunch. Serious ab crunch all the way so that we can look up like that. Although I wish we had something to fill that up a little bit during the ab crunch, but I'm not going to complain. That is still a great ab crunch, and you can go as extreme as you want with that, which means he can backward crunch too for the transformation. So we've got a lot of playability there. Anyway, upper thigh twist, complete, 360 all the way around, and a spectacular knee bend all the way back. We can't kick back that far and can go up if you twist his leg up that far. I would have thought based on these cuts these would move a bit, but it doesn't seem like they do. And we have a ankle break both ways, and we have big toe bend, we have up and down, and we have the heel as well, all the way in, all the way out. So hella range of motion, really, really great range of motion on this guy. Very poseable, love the posability of it. Still feels that softer plastic, but I personally have grown over time to like it. because of its malleability. And so you're not going to feel like you're going to break anything. So that's the benefit of that. And I know with their newer sets of figures, the plastic has improved. And this is the latest 2025 version. So there is that. It does look like you are going to have to unpin, unpeg to get to the smokestack to replace it. And I don't have my pin remover in the area, so I cannot do that at the moment for you guys. But I will post update pictures when I do get that available. But for now, I did also discover something in this journey here, and that here we have these flaps that can open up to the side for the hip skirts. And there we go, that little automorphing skirt right there. I knew we could get it moving, and that gives us a much better range of motion. Love it. And I love how it should just come back down, but the back skirt does not move. So still have a little bit of range anxiety for this one, but it doesn't really affect a whole lot. Still very posable, lockable, loadable, and very good there. Cool. Okay, so let's work on this transformation. Okay, and so I just pulled him up a little bit so I could pull his Gorilla Matrix out.
Yeah, rolling deep, Decepticon fleet, wheels spin, metal grind, Autobots meet defeat. Stars scream plotting, but Megatron supreme. Iron fist rain, shattered Autobots dream. Sound wave, okay. Frequency spike, decode the message, wars the mic. Cybertron streets where the shadows crawl. Megatron's decree, Autobots will fall. Sound wave superior, Autobots inferior. Broadcasting truth.
We're gonna pull this part up so that it can slide forward.
Megatron reigns, bow to them all. Deal our Decepticons with attitude. Steel hearts, cold mind, fuel the feud. Fuck the Autobots, they circuit stall. Megatron reigns, bow to them all. Energon minds, we taking control. Decepticons rise, dominance the goal. Grenade gears, make the spark spray. Prime's leadership crumbles, fades away. Laser beak spies, ravage on the prowl. Autobots tremble, hear Megatron growl. Shockwave calculating logic so pure. Decepticon.
Okay, so we're going to bring the wheels out, and then we're going to unfold all these tabs. Okay, now at this point I do want to point something out here that's important. If you look back here, see that is a pin that's, and this plastic slides on that pin. On mine it's very tight. You actually have to push it out so that the pin sits towards the back side, like this. And so this just is really tight on mine, so that you can see that this comes out a bit compared to this one. Because if you don't get it out, it is not going to let you finish the transformation. Okay, so I'm gonna pull that out off camera and come back. Finally able to squeeze it down just enough to get this in place here in the front, as you can see. But I will tell you, it was super difficult, and I ended up scuffing a little bit on this plastic here. But it is what it is. It is super, super tight. It literally, like, see my fingers from the rub there and there. That's all from trying to get that aligned. And I'm hoping that is going to end up straight enough for the back. So we'll see. And we'll just continue from here on in, moving forward. Okay, so let us continue then. we will bring these arms back, make sure that head is all the way back in. Okay, so we will swing these arms all the way back here, like that, enough so that this can come up and over. So that this whole here basically just rests on top, and they can just tab in and that. So once everything is tabbed in, it is tabbed in nicely. And then we will take these arms here and turn them so that the stripe is going to be like if this was still up here. Like that. So the stripe side is up, popping this up, and open, like that. And we will fix that with this, and tuck that in. And this will go back, and like that. And then this can just. So to do the arm transformation here, we basically line it up this way so that the finger is pointing backwards, the stripe is on top, and then we will go ahead and open this all up. And tuck that in, and then we'll just push this back out like that. This top flap, and this slides out. Open up the side if we close it. That's one. Get that popped in. And just to note, so when we're aligning, we want the cut facing the outside here, so that when we tuck this in, that one faces outwards and tucks in like that. This will tuck in, and then this will fold it in. And once we get everything aligned back up, it should all tab in nicely like that. Okay. And then we untab that, switch it around. Okay, so after we folded everything in, this is what it looks like. And tabbed in. This is folded and flipped back from the top. Now we're going to take this, we'll just turn that around like that, and then we're going to make sure that this stays angled in to tuck it in, so that when we flip that up, that locks and slides in those tabs there. And then we are going to do the feet. For the feet, we're going to bring these guys up and do the toes upwards and tuck that in, and tuck that in like that, and do that. And while we have that, we're going to unlock these sides here so that we can open that up. This side, and open that up. Okay. Okay, untab those, unlock that. So untab this side, untab this side, and pull out like that. And I'll fold that tab in, and tab over it like that. So small tab and larger tab, now tab together. Okay, so we rotated these and then just flip them down like that. Now we are going to untab this thing and then just pull that up and down like that. So then we're going to untab here. There we go. And then just pull that back down like that. Okay, so now we've got two legs like this at the moment. And what we'll do is we will join them, tab, and walk there. So these like that. And then we'll flip these out all the way. Flip this out all the way. All the way. And then what we're going to do is just... Okay, then we have to pull these sides out a bit. So just grab it and pull it out. Because then we're going to need to twist that around. All the way. And twist that around. All the way. Now we need to basically fold these down in to tuck them in. And this and crisp and tight up here. So that way we bring our wheels down and over. They fold in nicely as well. And I will tap in there as well. There and over this sole part here and over here. And taps into there. That tab. And this one tab into that tab. There. And this tab in there. That. And once everything is tabbed in properly, and then just make sure everything's lined up nicely. And there you have Shattered Glass Optimus Prime on all 6 wheels. And I love that these are rubber. This one is pinned in a little bit too tightly, but yeah, see, they are rubber, which is cool. This wheel is definitely a little bit pinned in a little tight. This one's doing good. There you go. That is the aesthetic. So a little bit of gappage there, a little bit of gappage there, but that is in nice and tight. So that is what it is. But what a great look. What a great look overall. Fairly clean Shattered Glass look here. I do wish that these tail lights were painted over here, but they're not, which is a obvious miss there. That's a shame, because I know on previous versions that they were in fact painted. So that is a shame. That is the look. That's as clean as it's going to get. And that is the alt mode, as you can see. Very good look. So, what do y'all think? Okay, so just go over the details. We got some beautiful metallic blue paint here. This color is just from the molded plastic. Nice clear translucent yellow window. I don't know why this is orange. That seems way out of place. And this is a nice silver metallic paint right here. And we have nice rubber wheels with the nice, those wheels are nice. We have nice molded detail in the plastic itself, and look at in under the tires there. That is really great attention to detail in my book. This is painted silver metallic as well. Everything else is just the molded plastic itself. So pretty neat, pretty cool. I do love the Shattered Glass aesthetic. Just don't forget to move those out to the side to complete the look. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Obviously, we don't really care about much here, as long as there's enough clearance for that not to get scratched up. That's all I care about, honestly. Not really going to be displaying my pieces upside down for the world. That little bit of gappage is a little bit of nitpick. These having really tight tolerances that they have to be perfect for all 6 wheels to be rolling around. Other than that, not a whole lot to nitpick, honestly, from the aesthetic anyway of the alt mode here. But it is a really cool looking truck. I dig it. I dig it. Let's just take a quick measurement since we have him here like this. And what do we measure at? About 4 inches, 3 3/4 inches, 9.5 centimeters by 1.5 inches to the top of the cab, or 1 3/4 to the top of the pipe. So that would be 4 centimeters to 4.5 centimeters high at best. Now we're going to put him back into his bot mode. We are going to measure him, weigh him, and get him into our obligatory comparisons look. Then we'll talk about our final thoughts, nitpicks, and send you off your way. Okay, and here he is again in his bot mode. Let us get his measurements first. We have 4 and almost 3/4 inches tall, or almost 12 centimeters tall. Over the shoulder, we have got about 2.5 inches from pipe to pipe, or 6.5 centimeters roughly, and that is his measurement. Let us get him weighed. Get our official scale, and let's see. Now, he isn't a heavy figure by any stretch of the imagination, so just for curiosity's sake, we'll go ahead and put him. We have literally 2 ounces, so he is a lightweight and 55 grams in total, and that is with both of his weapons attached. Time for his, you know what time it is, obligatory comparisons. So let's start out with just my little desk alien, and hello, so tiny, so cute. Let's grab a couple other things. Here we have another magic square red alert. That's a pretty cool flavor there. I like that a lot. Really well scaled with their own bots there. What about, let us get, you know who we're gonna get. We gotta get the classics. We're gonna get the classics. So that you see how he scales. MP44, he comes to his knee. So there we have him with MP44. Like I said, he comes up to his knee. Fairly small. He is legend scale. How does he compare to another one of our favorites here on the channel, Nemesis, Rise of the Beast 40th anniversary figure right there? Still towers over him. So you can see how nice and small these guys really are. What about this? What about a classic class Soundwave from Blockies? Blockies, that actually works. That scales pretty well. That's fun. I like that scale. So Blockies, we do have a decent scale, although he is pretty beefy compared to Optimus, so not true of a scale, but still, it works. Kinda. In any case. Now with that said, everybody, there are some nitpicks. Let's talk about them. Nitpicks. So, if you remember when I was transforming this guy, and on the inside to pull these bottom pieces down, to slide them down, they are super tight. Huge nitpick on that one because mine were ridiculously tight that if I have to use like screwdriver and pliers on a Legends figure especially, you know we got a problem. So that's one. Number 2, some of the tabbing gaps in alt mode were a little bit unpleasant, but not huge. My bigger issue was this thing here on the inside trying to transform him. And other than that, I would have liked to have seen paint on the lights for the truck mode here. Other than that, not a whole lot wrong. I love the aesthetic. Great aesthetic, great posability, great application of materials when it comes to the paint. Again, not a lot of paint is on here, but where there is, it is reasonably applied. It is nice metallic. That's really about it. I love his posability. I love his aesthetics. I love the color. I love the deco. I love Shattered Glass. Oh, speaking of Shattered Glass, where is the Shattered Glass? Magic Square. You gave us a great damage sculpt for the face, but where's the Shattered Glass? The other thing, if we want to nitpick and talk about, is Magic Square. Can we get an easier way of putting in and replacing these things, the smokestacks? I personally like the bigger smokestacks, the thicker ones. Let us get a way to do it easier than having to unpin parts and making it a small operation. The other thing is there is not a whole lot of accessories for this guy. The smokestacks, the additional weapon, obviously you have to unpin the, take out the hand from the ball joint here to put that in. But that is really cool. I like the aesthetic a lot on that. It works really well for the Energon axe, and pretty sure he never had one in Shattered Glass. but still very cool addition on that. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. My thoughts, my nitpicks. Who has this guy? Who likes this guy? Is he a good value? So for the value prospect, this was, or currently retails, shipped for about 43 bucks. So he has a fair price actually on the Magic Square site. However, by the time shipping and taxes are involved, you know, it adds up pretty quickly. That is the dilemma that is outside of our hands. Is he shipped to the United States 43 bucks worth? If you like the Shattered Glass, if you like Magic Square, and I personally like Magic Square, I do. I know some people don't like the type of, the vinyl plastic that they use. I like it because it's very malleable. It's very flexible. You're not worried about breaking. And, let's be honest and truthful here. As difficult as that inner piece was to slide down, and me having to grab it with my fingers and tools, he didn't scratch up, he didn't break, he didn't stress on the plastic. So, testament to this vinyl plastic. It works. And you can bend things around for, Magic Square has a reputation for panels and tabs. Yes, panels and tabs. This one isn't that bad. These tabs, though, can be a little bit, not this specific figure, but other figures can be annoying to line up, but that's Magic Square. That's kind of their thing. You know what you're getting into. 43 bucks is a bit pricey. Is he kind of mini masterpiece-ish? He is mini masterpiece adjacent, I would say. He's not quite there for a mini masterpiece, but he is, I would say, definitely creeping on for the aesthetics and the looks. And transformation is not difficult. Not difficult. I like a little bit of give me some work, but I don't want to spend half a day at fan stores to transform a figure. So there are my thoughts, my nitpicks, my feels, and he feels great. Let me know what you guys think. Are you willing to drop the, say if you live in the States, 43 bucks shipped to your home? I like them. I love Shattered Glass. I love Nemesis. I love the primes, but you decide what you want. Certainly don't go out of budget for yourselves just to get him. Please remember, for all toys, don't overspend. I mean, these are just plastic and pieces of metal that we love to collect. Sure, do we need them? Absolutely not. Live your life, have some fun. Remember your loved ones and your family. Always, life is short. Please, guys, enjoy. Until next time, I am Deemer. Stay young, stay fun, and I will see you soon. Peace out.